Hello, my name is Algi Fadli. My ID study number is 332105153. My class 336B01. Today I would like to do project from Final Test Classroom Management. And the project is about part 1 and part 2. Part 1. Teaching Tolerance. Definitions. Teaching Tolerance. Teaching tolerance is dedicated to reducing prejudice, improving intergroup relations, and supporting equitable school experience for our nation children. Type or aspect of teaching tolerance. The first is culture competence. Educating individuals about different culture, tradition, custom, and histories to promote awareness and appreciation of diversity. The second is social justice education, teaching about social inequalities, discriminations, and systematic bias to empower individuals to recognize and challenge injustice. The third is empathy building, encouraging students to put themselves in others' shoes, understand different perspectives, and develop compassion toward people who are different from them. Strategies for teaching tolerance. The first is be culturally competent. The first thing educators must do before attempting to teach student tolerance is to understand and challenge their own bias related to race, class, gender, birth country, sexual orientations, age, and religion. Stay informed of issues confronting members of marginalized populations so that personal bias are continuously challenged and hopefully eliminated. The second is classroom agreement. Many teachers work with their students at the beginning of the year to develop a classroom agreement statement about behavior the class agree are necessary for everyone to learn and feel safe in the classroom. Take time to discuss what this means and intentionally ensure that students understand of the word respect extend to include respecting difference in race, gender, and religion. The third is a crumpled smile. Students likely do not understand just how much people who have experienced intolerance have to hide their true feelings. Ask students to draw a large smiley face on a piece of paper and tell them to crumple the paper just a little every time you say a statement that they feel is wrong to say or about someone. Say a variety of statements that explicitly demonstrate intolerance. Select statements that are appropriate for the age of the student. Until most students have crumpled their paper into ball. Then ask students to unball the paper and smooth out the wrinkles to the best of their ability. Lead a discussion about the conditions of the paper and the fact that the smile is still there. This exercise encourages empathy, giving students a visual representation of just how much intolerance hurt others. Example of tolerance in school. The first is respect friends when they are doing religion prayer. In addition to diverse culture, Indonesia also consists of various religions and beliefs. It could be that your friends have a different faith from you. However, it doesn't matter. Even though you may have different beliefs in terms of religion, you can still play and learn together. The difference that exists will not spare your friendship. It would help if you implement mutual respect and appreciation for each other from now on. One example is when a friend is doing prayer, you should not disturb this or try to make conversation with them. The second is use polite and not offensive words when having conversation. As a good friend, you must be polite in word, action, or whatever you do. Politeness is not only what you do to people older than you. You must also apply it to your peers. Besides being polite, you are also not allowed to offend friends. For example, you you mock them when you disagree or have a dispute. Please talk about the problem with them appropriately. That way your friendship and communications with your peers will improve and become healthier. The third is respect the difference in opinion. We often have different opinion from our friends when we are in the middle of a discussions. However, do not immediately argue with each other or even cut off a friendship. Difference in opinion is natural thing to occur in our daily life. As a human, we certainly have different thoughts. That's why we view things also various. Therefore, difference of opinion are not a big problem. Then, how to deal with difference in opinion between you and your friends? Well, you need to respect each other. That's why you won't be shaming their opinion if they are different from yours. Part 2. Solving the problem. Problem 1. Miss Johnson is a 5th grade teacher who has been teaching for over 10 years. This year, she has a student named Alex who frequently display aggressive behavior. Alex often interrupt, listen, talk back to the teacher, and sometimes even become physically aggressive towards his classmates. Miss Johnson has tried various strategies to manage Alex's behavior, such as setting clear rules and consequences, positive reinforcement for good behavior, and speaking with Alex privately to understand the root of his aggression. However, despite her effort, Alex's behavior has not improved significantly. Mr. Smith is a 7th grade math teacher who has noticed that several students in his class frequently engage in off-text behavior during lessons. These students often daydream, chat with classmates, or use their phone instead of focusing on their work. Despite Mr. Smith's attempts to redirect their attentions and provide engaging activities, the problem persists. This off-text behavior is disrupting the learning environment and affecting the overall performance of the class. Problem 3. Miss Brown is an 8th grade English teacher who is facing challenge with a student named Jake. Jake frequently exhibits disruptive behavior in class, such as talking out of turn, making inappropriate comments, and distracting other students. Despite Miss Brown's attempt to manage the behavior through verbal warning and setting change, disruptive behavior is affecting the learning environment and making it difficult for other students to concentrate on their work. Topic of discussions of the problem. Questions number 1. What classroom management technique can Miss Johnson implement to address Alex's aggressive behavior? Provide at least 3 specific strategies and explain how each one could help improve the situations. Implementing these strategies required consistency. patience, and ongoing evaluations of what worked best for Alex. By combining structure, behavioral expectations, target intervention, and collaborative support, Ms. Johnson can create supportive environment that help Alex manage his aggressions and thrive academically and socially in the classroom. Questions 2. What strategy can Mr. Smith use to increase on-text behavior and degrees of text behavior? Provide at least 3 specific strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. By implementing structured routines, engaging instructional strategies, and positive reinforcement, Mr. Smith can create a supportive learning environment that promotes on-text behavior and minimize distractions. Consistency and flexibility in applying these strategies will help establish productive habits among his 7th grade math students, fostering a more conducive atmosphere for learning and academic success. Question 3. What specific strategy can Ms. Brown implement to manage Jack's disruptive behavior? Provide at least 3 strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. By combining a structured behavior plan, positive reinforcement, and sportive intervention, Ms. Brown can effectively manage Jack's disruptive behavior in her 8th grade English class. Consistency, patience, and ongoing communications with Jack and his guardian are crucial for implementing these strategies successful and creating a positive learning environment for all students. I think that's all for my video presentations, and thank you.